What if one word can change the world? The human mind is an immense universe. In the same way that the universe contains billions and billions and billions of stars, the human mind contains endless words, countless vocabularies. And if you pay close attention to this universe of words in your head, you'd find that there are constellations of words that are closely linked with one another. And these constellations, they are your perspectives, your worldviews. Say the classic example of Kalinga and Johnson, cognitive linguists. Time is money. In English language, we have expressions like, can I borrow your time? Can I spend time with you? You need to invest more time. You need to budget your time. Spend, invest, borrow, budget. These are the same exact words that we use when we speak of money. In the same way that we also use these words when we speak of time, because we think that time is money. Another example, argument is a war, a battle. I won the argument, I lost the argument. You have to attack the weakest point. You have to defend your point. Won, lost, attack, defend. These are the same exact words that we use when we speak of war. This had me thinking, can this explain why some of us would scare away from arguments or would rather not argue at all because of its very nature, that we perceive it as a war where one wins and one loses? The thing about language is that language is that subtle but profound influence with how we think. There are conceptual systems in our minds, a complex and systematic constellations or networks and networks of words that govern what you perceive, how you perceive, and what you do. Language guides our everyday reasoning and functioning. Let me introduce myself a little more. I am Sir Daryl Pasion, and my students call me Sir Dan. And I was born in September, and my zodiac sign is Virgo. That's the constellation for Virgo, by the way. And I am a Virgo, that's why I overthink a lot. I mean a lot. That is if you believe in zodiac signs. And my favorite part of my everyday is riding a bus going to UP Los Baños early in the morning for my classes. And my favorite part about bus ride is when I'm seated at that window looking out, because that's a time that my mind just gets busy overthinking about random things. And that's a time and exactly the place where I reimagine the world that I live in. Isang araw pinagmumulayan ko ng mga random na tanong kagaya na taon-taon meron tayong mga bagong doktor, mga bagong politiko, magandang na politiko, mga ekonomista. Pero bakit parang hindi naman umuunlad yung kalagayan ng mga nasa laylayan ng lipunan na ating bansa? Magagaling naman yung mga politiko, matataas yung pinag-aralan. Pero bakit ang tuloy-tuloy pa rin ng politika? Bakit baluktot pa rin ng station? And these were the kinds of questions that were running in my head. And I might have found the answer to these questions using the tool that I know how to use, and that is language. Our language reveals that we are more inclined to think of dreams in terms of height. Siguro minsan, pag malaki na kayo ng mga magulang nyo, mataas ang pangarap ng batang yan, mag-aabogado yan, kaya mag-doktor yan. And if you take it further by analyzing the metaphors that we use when we speak of dreams, you'll notice that these metaphors are those that are above us, like stars. Say the classic song, Pangarap na Bituin, or the classic lyrics to your graduation song, Sama-sama natin abutin pinaka-matayog na bituin. Or perhaps mas bago-bago, Lipad ng Pangarap ni Angel Junto. Nasa taas pa rin. And apart from these, we also describe our dreams as abot kamay. Abot kamay ko yung pangarap ko. Imagine the image of hand reaching upward. And when you fail to reach your dreams, one way to describe that is paglalapak. That violent motion of crashing all the way down. Our language reveals that our culture has trained us to think of dreams in terms of height. But what magic would it do if, instead of teaching our children, our youth, the hope of this nation, mangarap ng mataas, we teach them mangarap ng malalim, mangarap ng ilalim. Before I even proceed explaining what pangarap ng malalim is, you already have an idea what that means. A dream that has meaning, one that is eternally driven by something that's inside us like passion, emotion, purpose. And you understand it because of your language associations that you have with the word lalim. There is a constellation of words in your head that are realigning and reconnecting with other words so that this phrase, mangarap ng malalim, could make sense to you, and you are capable of understanding it, and you are capable of making sense of it. Lalo, for instance, in our culture is associated with emotions. Kaya, pag umibig ka, sinasabi mo yan sa jowa mo, ang lalim ng pag-ibig ko sa'yo. Pero, pag niloko ka na, at ang jowa yan ng iba, ang lalim ng galing mo dyan. Kaya, pag kasama mo yung mga kaibigan mo at dahil heartbroken ka, ang dami-dami mong malalalim na hugot. And apart from these, we also describe our dreams as, describe emotions as bukal na emosyon. That body of water that arises from deep down under. And also, we describe as people who are emotionally driven, those who find meaning in things, and those who forward advocacy as malalalim na tao. Paano kaya kung sinusukat natin yung ating mga pangarap? Hindi sa taas, hindi sa lalim. And this is not to say that nobody knows how to dream deep in our culture. No, of course there are. It's just that there is a more dominant perspective. There is a constellation of words in your heads that shines brighter than the other. That's why you perceive it more. It's why it's the one that's guiding you and influencing you more in your everyday functioning. If you have more terms, if you use more metaphors when you speak of it, then that is an indicator that that is your culture's more dominant perspective. How then will teaching the children and the youth mangarap ng malalim, mangarap ng may lalim, change how they make sense of their dreams? To teach them mangarap ng malalim is to give them not wings to fly, but roots to grow. Imagine if dreams are fueled by something that's inside us like emotion, passion, and purpose. This helps the children and the youth see the depth in their dreams, the meaning in their dreams. That they dream of becoming doctors, lawyers, engineers, not to qualify as may mataas na pinag-aralan or become mataas na tao, but be lawyers for the unheard, or architects for the homeless, or doctors for the poor. What if this one word can change how we perceive our dreams? What if this word can change the world? I first articulated this idea in a column in a newspaper that was 9 months ago, and a quick search online would reveal that people have started using the word lalim when they speak of dreams. It's already there in our conversations, and it's already there in our language. This reads, bilang mangarap na mataas, mangarap ng malalim, shared by a ordinary in a human rights class. A teacher on young, wishing her students, mangarap ng malalim kids. The top-notcher with the licensure examination for teachers, encouraging our new teachers to teach the future students mangarap ng malalim. This was during his speech in the oath-taking of our new teachers. This very memorable and cute artwork that was created by students of Philippine High School for the Arts. This mural that was created by students and teachers in Cagayan de Oro that reads, mangarap ng malalim. And the group, I Am Mad, or Making a Difference, teaching the children of Antique and Visayas kung paano mangarap ng malalim, the caption reads. And a lot more people speaking of dreams in terms of lalim. What we could learn from these images is that we are capable of shaping our culture, that we are capable of utilizing the power of language to shape perspectives of people. Language is so powerful that even that one word has the power to influence our brains. Altogether, we can create a new constellation and make it the brighter constellation in our heads. Hindi ko alam kung hanggang saan tayo gagawin ng perspektibang ito, pero gusto kong isipin na balang araw magagawa nito magluwal ng mga bagong pangarap. Ng mga pangarap na higit sa mga titulo, ng mga pangarap na higit sa profesyon. Ng mga pangarap na higit sa ating sarili. Balang araw, nagtitigan ng mga magulang na economic investments, yung alam mo kaya anak, dapat mataas ang pangarap kasi hindi malaking kita. Sa balang araw, Hindi na magiging halaga kung di man mataas na pangarap ang pagiging isang guro. Kasi mas kaya natin tignan yung lalim ng profesyon. Parang araw, kung isang magulang ay pagmamalaki yung kanyang anak, malalim yung pangarap ng bata. And this is the picture that I imagine when I'm seated at that window looking out. And I would like to leave you with a message that wherever you are, going to school, at home, at work, you have the social obligation to reimagine not only yourselves, not only your lives, but more importantly, the world that you live in. Mangarap kang malalim. Mangarap kang may lalim.